Hello, everybody. How are you? We're here in early morning Hollywood. This is the Palladium right here. If you're familiar with the various entertainment options in Los Angeles, the artist, just if you're curious, that is on the headline there is Block Party, and then it looks like they've got coming up Richie Houghton, ASAP Ferg, and Grits and Biscuits. I'll be honest with you, I've never heard of Grits and Biscuits. It'd be great if that was like a hip-hop duo or something. All right, guys, this video is going to be another in our series. I keep saying our, it's right, my series on Catholic Terms Explained. And a lot of people are asking me, what's a deacon? And all I can tell you is not only is it the subject of one of the best songs of all time, Deacon Blues, the deacon is the best way to put it, and this doesn't necessarily capture it exactly, but he's like an assistant priest. It's like if you want to become a priest, you go through the process of being a deacon first. They assist with preparation for the Mass. The deacon role goes way back in time of the Catholic Church, and you got to study, man. You got to cover all. You got to get all of this studying done. You think it's easy? You just sign up, and they give you a few prayers. They give you a few pointers on where to stand, and you're on your way to the priesthood. Well, that's not how it works. I mean, you got to study the Bible, theology, evangelization, homiletics, philosophy, ecclesiology, pastoral care, counseling, ministry. Okay? Not only that, you got to be good at betting football. You got to be good at identifying stains on a carpet. You got to be good at painting, woodworking, nailing, auto care. Can you change a battery? Can you change the oil in a car? Can you drive a stick shift? These are all major roles and skills that the deacon has to have and play. Okay? Can you review a film from the 1940s without it sounding like you are too into the genre? Can you spot a Led Zeppelin cover band over the original? It's not as easy as you think. Some of them are pretty good. Okay? If you have a record collection of heavy metal from the 1970s, would you be able to give those away without shedding a tear? I mean, these are all things that a deacon has to know, has to be able to do. Can you run a mile in under 45 minutes? I know I can. Can you run 2 miles without spitting up blood? I know I can't. Okay? If you were signed up for a charity triathlon from the diocese, as a deacon, would you be able to complete that mini triathlon? Like, let's say, a mile on the bike, a mile in the water, and 10 miles on land. Would you be able to do that without heaving your guts out? I know I couldn't. Okay? So, being a deacon is not as easy as you think, guys. And you're saying, well, I don't know any deacons. I'm a Catholic. I never met a deacon. Well, the thing is, you got to look around at the Mass. You got to look around. The priest is the headliner. Okay? And the deacon is sort of an orbiter. He's hovering. He's like that waiter at the restaurant that pretends they're haughty and hoity-toity, but they're really not that skilled. See, at a really high-end restaurant, the waiter will be there out of the blue. Like, you wouldn't even know that they're there, but when you want them, they're right there. You're like, where did you come from? Right? That's the sign of a really good restaurant. When the waiter appears out of nowhere, right when you need them, and when you don't need them, they're not around. Okay? But the ones that pretend that they're good, but they don't have quite the skill level and don't quite get this concept, what happens? They're always in your face. Do you need more bread? Can I get more water for you, sir? What? See? So that's the way it is with these guys that are pretenders. They're not quite at that skill level yet. You might call them beginning deacons. Whereas the pro deacons, man, they are just moving around the mass, taking care of everything, so the priest doesn't have to worry about it. See, they get it. They understand that their job is to make it easy for the priest. Okay? So it's a multiple levels of skills that you need to have to be a good deacon. All right? And the thing is, of course, we all want to move up in the world in whatever our chosen profession or a chosen area of expertise. And of course, a deacon ultimately wants to be a priest. Most of the time, there are some part-time deacons, and they don't usually get paid. But a lot of times, the parish will slip them a, donation. They'll just skim right off the top of the donations, and they'll slide them a few bucks to say, "Hey, thanks, man. Here's a couple hundred. Place it on the Browns." And usually, if the person that's the part-time deacon has any sense at all, they'll never bet. They'll never place that bet. It's not to say that you can't take risks with your NFL betting, but probably the Browns are not the best bet. Okay, so just take that cash. If that's you, if you're a part-time deacon and they slip you a 20, a 40, a couple hundred, maybe $500, I would say the track. Yeah. Go down to the track and get the best trifecta that works for you, that you feel comfortable with, and that's going to be your best option. All right, I hope that helps.